Welcome to SharePlex Skills 101, your guide to upgrading. My name is Jessica and I'm excited to have you here. With years of experience, Jorge Flores is here to help us understand not just the hows, but the whys behind maximizing SharePlex in your organization. We'd love to hear from you. Feel free to drop your questions in the chat as we go along, and we'll tackle them in a live Q&A session at the end. This is your chance to dive into your specific challenges.
Thank you, Jessica. Hi, everyone. This is Jorge Flores. I'm Enterprise Tech Support Advisor for SharePlex, and I will be presenting today's session, the why and how to upgrade. So, let's have a quick scope of today's agenda. Why upgrade to the latest version, product lifecycle, new features and fixes for each version, the upgrade process from planning to execution, tips for post-upgrade validation to ensure that everything runs smoothly. And finally, we will have a short upgrade demo so you can see how the upgrade process goes. So, why upgrade to the latest version? Our main goal is that you use the most advanced features that you need from SharePlex. We always look for implementing new features or improve the existing ones. Our priority is that you are on top of these features and you take advantage of them. In the newest versions, you will see security and stability improvements, performance improvements, new and extended features, compatibility with latest Dataverse versions and new platforms, and of course, both bug fixes. Anytime that an issue is identified, we'll go through a validation process to include this fix in new common releases. In this table, we can see the product lifecycle. This information is available at Support Portal. We normally list the three latest major versions and the level of support of each one. As you can notice, 9.2x, that is highlighted in red, and older versions have discontinued support. This means that no development or patches are available for those versions. Whenever you have an issue in using a discontinued version, the support team will do the best effort to assist. But upgrading to a supported version will be necessary if you need a solution for a known bug. That's why it's important that you plan your upgrade in advance so you can assure you are working with a supported version of SharePlex. So new features and fixes for each version. When a new version is available, you can go to the support portal to have access to software download and the product documentation. The release notes details the information regarding all new features implemented in this version, along with bug fixes, of course, and platform compatibilities. Other high-level information is also detailed in the release notes. We would like to highlight from the latest releases the introduction, for example, for SharePlex 11, we introduced PostgreSQL as a source, PostgreSQL replicating to multiple targets. And we also added Snowflake as a target, both from versions 11.0. And then we expanded the source compatibility to some cloud PostgreSQL service as Azure, AWS, Google Cloud, from version 11.1 and 11.2. From 11.4, one of the most popular features came up, compare and repair. Compare repair for PostgreSQL is available from 11.4 version. Version 12 is not yet available, but we don't want to miss the opportunity of this session to announce the exciting news for this version. We will have a cross-platform compare repair when replicating between Oracle and PostgreSQL. Windows installer will also be available, so you can make new installs or upgrades from previously supported versions for SharePlex running on Windows Server. We will also be supporting Confluent Kafka, Schema Registry, and Avro data type. MariaDB as a target will also be included in this version. Something that I need you to notice is that changing from version 11 to 12 is a major version change. This will trigger a product lifecycle update. So the previous slide, the link that we saw with the SharePlex lifecycle will change. Establishing new timelines with older versions will move to limited support or end support. So please watch for this release and make sure that you make plans to ensure you stay on supported version. Now let's talk about the upgrade process from planning to execution. This is a general approach that you can use as a reference, but you can elaborate more depending on your needs. First, let's talk about the documentation. Please review the release notes. All new changes will be uh, detailed in the guide. So you need to check for compatibility with your current database version and operating system. Please also check for deprecated parameters, remove or added features, and anything that is included in this version. For example, other last bug fixes. Okay, this is important because if you have a custom fix installed, then you need to check that this fix is also included in the version you are going to upgrade. We're going to talk about more about this in the demo, but please remember that you can check the guide for the bug fixes installed. If you don't see it, anyone, you can create a support case so we can help you to verify it and prepare a one-off if necessary. And the upgrade guide. There are multiple replication strategies, so make sure you read the guide so you can choose the option that suits better for your environment. Then prepare a test environment. To assure that a smooth transition, we always recommend to test the upgrade in non-production before deploying on your live systems. Okay, so please keep in mind to test everything before upgrading. Then elaborate the upgrade steps. The upgrade process is very simple, actually. The steps are very simple, but it's good idea to have an elaborate step-by-step document so you don't miss anything. Another thing to consider that if you are upgrading from 10 or older versions to 11x, 11.0 and greater, the format of the license change. Okay, so you need to get the new license format for your current licenses. You can create a licensing case or a support case, and we will help you to get the new format of the licenses for your environments. Okay, you can do this prior to the upgrades to get the new license version. Okay, now let's talk about the upgrade. Once you have decided the upgrade method, you can proceed to upgrade the SharePlex. Okay. Then once the SharePlex is upgraded, please check the upgrade flow. Do a health check of the processes, current state, processing rate, look for the logs, and of course the data. Okay, validate the accuracy of the data replicated. That's way you will identify any unexpected behavior before deploying on production. Then you can go ahead to prepare the production deployment. Once you have confirmed that the upgrade was satisfactory in non-prod, then you can go to deploy in production. Here comes in handy all notes from the non-prod test, okay? Okay, then you go to upgrade the production system and do post-upgrade checks. Basically, it will be monitoring the replication flow and data accuracy, okay? That everything is working as expected. So, tips for post-upgrade validation to ensure that everything runs smoothly. After upgrade, keep a health check for a few days, verify the state of the processes, replication performance, and log monitoring in order to detect any unexpected error or unusual messages. You can also test operations that are not part of regular replication. Okay, for example, try to run, compare, or repair. That's not a regular feature that we use, but try to run it to verify that it's working as expected. Try to run DDL replication if you have DDL replication enabled. Uh, there are also new features in the version. You maybe not use them all, but you may want to use them in the future. So it's a good idea to test them in the non-prod to verify that it's working as you want to. Okay. And well, depending on your replication strategy, you may want to test failover and other scenarios. Okay. So keep that in mind in your notes when you're testing the upgrade. Good. So just a quick reminder, the chat is open. So if you have any question, please feel free to ask. Okay, some members of the support team are available to answer your questions. Okay, so let's go to the fun part. So we have a SharePlex installation here in this environment. Let's go to check. Okay, it's a simple one, not replication. Okay, and we check the version. Okay, what we need to focus here is that the version that we are running now and the custom fixes that we have. Okay, for example, we have this fix. We need to check if this fix is included in the version that we want to upgrade to. Okay, so for example, this is release notes from versions 11.4. If you do a search for the bug ID, it will show you that the bug is included. Okay, so you can go straight to install the fix. If it's not included, you can create a support case and we will help you to verify if the fix is included or if you need a custom installer to include that bug fix in your version of the installer. Okay, so let's shut down. Okay, good. So make sure that it's not in running. From our port. No, nothing is running. Good. So we have here the installer of the 11.4 version. Okay. Please remember that it's a good practice to make a backup of the bin directory and the vardir. Okay. Make a backup, a tar file of this directory so you can have it there for reference. Okay. So let's run the installer. One option is to install the upgrade in a new directory. Okay, so this way you don't affect the old directory path. So we choose one installation, new installation, and we will enter here the new prod dir that we want to use. Okay, so let me get that here. This is the new one. And we want to enter a new temporarily vardir. Okay, so for the vardir, we're going to search var temp. This will create all the necessary files for a new replication, right? But we are upgrading, so we are not using the var. Okay, so 2711, the number of the port, and proceed with the installation. Let me get the license. We enter the license and the installation is completed. Okay, so right now we have the installation, the Vine directory created with the new binaries from 11.4. Okay, so we also have the vardir. Okay, that this is a temporary directory. Okay, So what we are going to do now is to set the environment settings to point to this new production, okay? So I already have prepared a profile. Let me set it. Sorry. Where am I? One directory back. Good. So let's double check. Perfect. We are pointing now to 11.4. And vardir will remain with the original. We are not changing anything there. Okay. We're still using the var. Okay. This directory one we're not going to use. So next step will be to run the ORA setup. Okay. Regular, normal. This is on-prem. Okay. The instance is PDB-19. So when it's asking about the SharePlex schema, we don't want to create a new one. We want to reuse the existing one. So we type no, and we enter the SharePlex user. We are not replications with encryption, so no. We keep the same stable spaces. And this is a source setup, okay? So we type Y. Perfect. So the upgrade is completed. Now we start the port. And we check how is everything running. Everything's running fine. You can do a show log reverse. And from here, it's up to you. You can do a, for example, this is a test environment. You can insert some test statements. You can run a compare repair as you normally do. You can run a flush. Let's run a flush just to verify that the replication is, the messages are reaching the stream, are going into the stream. Let's do a flush. This should stop the queues. There's only one queue stopping. Stop due to flush. So with flush, we verify that everything is all messages are being replicated through the stream. Okay, so flush is useful for this and other utilities, like when doing a resync or when doing a failover maintenance. It's a useful command. So okay, we are completed with the upgrade. Do the check for the logs. You can go to the vardir log directory, for example. And check all the processes log as you usually do, okay? Capture, post, read, even log. All of these files are useful for you to verify. And always try to test the data flow, okay? Then if you're doing this on a non-prod, then make sure that your batch runs, your application connects to the source database, and that data on the target is being replicated as you expect it to, okay? So great. This is the final the completion of the upgrade. Let me switch back to the presentation. Okay, so that was a simple upgrade test. Just we wanted to show you how the flow is. Of course, you can have more complex scenarios. You can do upgrades into multiple nodes. You can do partial upgrades if you want to, for example, upgrade one side and no others. Then you need to set a parameter compatibility, a species target to extend the compatibility with lower versions. Okay. Uh, and more other scenarios. That if you have any doubts about your upgrade process, please elaborate your plan and create a super case, and we can discuss with you if you have any doubts about it. Okay. And also, we have a PSO service that is available for you if you need a full assistance and a dedicated resource, so it can help you with the upgrade and upgrade planning of the project and a complete project. Okay. Thank you for attending this presentation. I hope you will find this information useful for your upgrade plan. We will also want to invite you for the next session that will be my first 80 hours of SharePlex admin. This will be on November 13th. And you are welcome to register already using this QR code. Thank you. Going back with you, Jessica.